Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Human Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Tulane's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Using his legs to buy some time. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got a first down. Still on his feet at the 45. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Still running at the 40. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Under fire. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Gets it out quickly. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13. Tulane comes to the line needing less than a yard on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's going for the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's McCutcheon. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Florida Atlantic's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. At the 45 on its way. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll leave it with him. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the catch. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Fires complete on the crosser. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Tulane right back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's complete to the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
They'll run the screen. Turning it on. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get anything on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 7. Looking to fire. Looking to get it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tulane! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. At the 35, he's loose. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. And the Owls headed quickly to the line.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense, because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in this.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The give to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Here's the handoff. There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down.
Here we go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy, his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. This time it's complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive game for my offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down. Looking for more. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need one more yard. Trying to punch it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a two-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like the doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything.
Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Wants to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. They'll immediately call timeout.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Back to pass on second down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Snow. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
The Owls want to pick up the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Got his man on the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Brings up second down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play. It's third down.
And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. DB's right up on the receivers. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Off play action. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes a connection. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Florida Atlantic has the offense humming.
Here we go, here we go.
They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Plucks it out of the air. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line and they are ready to strike.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page.
Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of it.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Nice. Make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Defense looks like they're coming. They'll start this drive with a pass. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The corners are walked up tight. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Makes the grab. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
To the air on second down. Quick strike complete. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's McCutcheon. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to Ohio State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Tulane right back to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks into the open. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. So first down will open up the final period. He leaves it with his back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The play action fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete to the left. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The inside handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. The best way I can think of to describe this cat, he's like a human get-out-of-jail-free card. He'll make it work no matter the circumstance.
And so as a defense, Reese, I mean, you've got to be aware of what this guy is doing at all times. I mean, if he's not just staying in the pocket and he takes off, you've got to have bodies flying to the football and stop worrying about these wide receivers because this guy's dangerous with his legs.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Got it set up on the outside. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right on the money. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Owls come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. That's reeled in. It's McCutcheon. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs.
221 wing, 221 wing.
Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Oh, they're after him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They've mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Tulane just a few inches away might take a shot on 2nd down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football.
Makes the grab on the big throw. He's loose down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tulane. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pulls it in. Shakes off the defender. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. At midfield, he's got room. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 35 before he's stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. To the air on first down. Got the back over the middle. At the 20, he's got space. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The 40. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Green Wave. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get, at minimum, tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Not a lot to feel great about in this with Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back.
Holds it in down the sideline. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum.